Our community name is Cressida.
Our community name relates to a baby butterfly whose egg and larvae stages of their life are completely different from other butterflies. But after the cocoon stage, they come out very beautiful and vibrant, showing that those who don't conform in life are those who shine vibrantly in life.
First off, our layout here in Cressida, we value nature, simplicity, and nonconformity. So our town looks much different than any run-of-the-mill town like Lexington, South Carolina.
The map. The map. In the middle of the map, we have our town hall, at the center of our town. We placed it here because it is arguably the most important piece of our town. To the north of the town hall, we have our monument. Our monument is a boxing ring in which Muhammad Ali practiced days and nights in. It is supposed to represent the ideas and dreams of Ali and serve as a place where people can come and observe the impact Ali had on the world. To the to the left of our town hall, we have our main school building. Here we teach kids about the importance of being connected to nature and the importance of creating their own thoughts and not conforming to what other people think. We also teach them to become fine young men and women who can contribute to the town and the town's ideals. To the right of our town hall is the art district, and below that is the art gallery. In the art gallery, we host our paintings drawn by the likes of Picasso and Ali himself that really display our town's ideals and simple core values. We host over 10 paintings that display our nonconformist and simplistic beliefs. To the top right of our map, we have our cathedral or church. Although it is in the shape of a church, this building is a mass where anybody of any religion can come to pray or seek comfort. We placed it at the edge of our town as an escape for those who need it. Some honorable mentions of our town are our food district where people can go and buy their groceries, HOA that maintains and helps people with their houses, and our district's main office.
Our belief system is float like a butterfly, connect to nature like a bee. Float like a butterfly refers to nonconformity in your life and knowing that everybody in your life marches to a different drummer and that having different strokes or different ideas doesn't take away from you as a person. Connecting to nature like a bee means all humans need the connection to nature in the world around them. Like how a bee goes around looking for flowers and pollinating them, humans need to examine the nature around them and appreciate the beauty of nature.
Our vision statement is to create a great life for everyone who lives here. Our vision statement strongly ties in with our core values.
Our core values are keys of success. The keys of success are keys in life that will lead to happiness and simplicity. The key to satisfaction is simplicity. Simplicity is the key to effective, continuous improvement. In Cressida, simplicity simplicity would be what is taken for granted. One quote from Thoreau completely encompasses our core value of simplicity. The first quote states, "Simplicity, simplicity, simplicity. I say let your affairs be as 2, 3, and not 100 or 1,000. In Cressida, we believe a simple solution always takes less time to finish than a complex task, leaving you with an esteemed sense of satisfaction and energy."
The key to living a guerrillas life is only taking what you need from our environment. A quote from Thoreau summarizes, "Live like a Spartan, only take from the land what you need." In Cressida, we make sure to live simply and appreciate and make sure that we only use nature's gifts as building blocks for our town.
The key to brilliance is nonconformity. Just as Muhammad Ali didn't conform to the norm, here at Cressida we encourage our citizens to be different, to be unique, and to advocate for their wants and do what they please. According to Howard Zinn, dissent is the highest form of patriotism, meaning that being different is the best thing you can do for our society to grow and succeed.
The key to having a joyful and serene life is being connected to nature. As you know, people who are connected to nature are usually more happier in life and more likely to report their feelings or feelings of their lives worthwhile. According to Tori Morrison, at some point in life, the world's beauty becomes enough. You don't even need to photograph it, paint it, or even remember it. Here at Cressida, we make sure to live in the moment, live nonconformly, and observe the beauty around us while it lasts. Hello. This is our education system. Our school's name is the Ali School of Greatness, where we teach kids to be ethically inclined people who don't just take others' words for granted, but also try to think for themselves. In our school, we highly value studying the nature around us and the skies and the stars, as you can see in our observatory. Going inside. You will see a barren floor of purpur, a stone that we mine right here in Cressida. We did this because we don't want any of our students spending time inside the building. We'd rather have them spend time outside the building being connected to nature. To our left and to our right are glass panes connected to the outside, giving a connected look to nature. As you can see, there's nothing here, and it's an open air school that is connected to nature. Moving outside. Outside we have our nature studies. The whole setup is we have 3 benches where students can sit and learn about nature through teachings of the head teacher and observe our pen of animals and work with our animals. To our left, we have a 50-year-old tree that has been here since the school's opening. And students regularly examine the tree, check the tree for its health, and more stuff that has to do with nature. So we wanted our school to embody the spirit of nature and make sure our students were connected to nature as well. According to Ralph Waldo Emerson, the lover of nature is he whose inward and outward senses are truly adjusted to each other, who has retained the spirit of infancy even into the era of manhood. We wanted to make sure our students were molded into fine people and could treat others with kindness and value the things around them. As Emerson said, to keep the sense of infancy by having much of their life surrounded by nature. We can keep the purity of their infancy and the will of thinking for themselves all throughout their life. Going upstairs, we will see many benches in an observatory observatory for the stars. Here, our students will create their own ideas about how the stars or how space looks and publish them with the help of our head teacher, who usually sits here. The reason we have our head teacher's office here is to make sure it is welcoming and open for any of our students to give their ideas to our head teacher. After they consult with the head teacher to publish their ideas, they will be put in the paintings of the school and be encouraged to think for themselves and never conform to any belief. This way, it is simpler than having a teaching plan and more fruitful for the students to think for themselves.
In the middle of the town is the town hall, where we handle all the government issues and problems that may occur between the citizens of the town. Because we value nonconformity in this town, our government system is a very laid-back democratic system that does what it needs to maintain order, but does not intrude on civilian privacy and rights. We also don't do taxes because we make our money by farming and selling products we make in the farm behind this building. As you can see, the building is made of wood and purpur that we farmed right here in Cressida to make sure that we keep the aspect of simplicity and thank nature for the gifts it gives us. As you can see, there's water in the building. This represents the flow of new ideas and keeping an open mind. We believe that if you do not have an open mind to new ideas, then your community will never grow. Just as Hoffman once said, the ability to simplify means to eliminate the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak. Learning from this, we decided instead of having waiting rooms and other places that people may stay before coming into the council house or other unnecessary things, we simply placed benches facing the judge in an open fashion to welcome all of those who want to take their problems to the town council and those who just want to sit in and stare and view the trials for themselves.
This is our spirituality or belief system. Although it is in the shape of the cathedral, this building is a mass where anybody is free to choose what they believe in and seek refuge if needed. We base this building off a quote from William Faulkner. Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth, and compassion against injustice, lying, and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth. William Faulkner. We wanted to make sure that people had a choice on what they wanted to believe and they wouldn't be scared to not conform to the norm. We also wanted to make sure that our civilians know to stand up for their beliefs. And this church is a way they can do that. For those reasons, we place this building in the corner of our town as a place where people can escape their worries and seek comfort privately. The black mats in the back are meant for Muslims to pray towards the east when they need to. Just as Ali converted to Islam because of a scripture, we wanted to make sure that others can convert to their religion of choice comfortably. The building was built in the shape of a cathedral because in this day and age, a cathedral is most commonly associated with the place of worship for Christians. However, because of our non-conformist beliefs, we have turned this into a place of praying not only for Christians, but all those who wanted to connect with their gods or gods. The swastika is for Hinduism. The crescent moon is for Muslims. The gate of Shintoism is the circle with a plus is for native spirituality. And finally, the cross is for Christianity. We also decorated the inside with many religious symbols, denoting our welcomeness to those of different religions and nonconformist views. By nuancing this society doesn't have to be all the same. Our town makes sure that our citizens can explore any religious aspect they want to by including religious scriptures in our churches, libraries, and pastures that are eager to explain their beliefs to incoming citizens.